Very good morning, student. Class 9, Social Science, Subject Economic, Chapter 1st, The Story of the Village Palampur. The purpose of the story is to introduce some basic concept relating to production, and this we do through a story of a hypothetical village called Palampur. Hypothetical means imaginary. There is no any such village. Farming is the main activity of Palampur, whereas several of activities such as small scale manufacturing, dairy, transport, etc. are carried out on a limited scale. These production activities need various type of resources: natural resources, man-made items, human effort, money, etc. As we read through the story of Parampur, we will learn how various resources combine to produce the desired goods and services in the village. Palampur is well connected with neighboring villages and towns. Raiganj is a big village, is 3 kilometers from Palampur, and all-weather road connected the village to Raiganj and further on to the nearest small town of Sapur. Many kinds of transport are visible on this road, starting from bullock cart, tongas, bogies, loaded with jaggery, good and other commodities, to motor vehicle like motorcycles, jeeps, tractors and trucks. This village has about 450 families belonging to the several different castes. The 80 upper caste families own the majority of land in the village. Their houses, some of them quite large, are made of bricks with cement plastering. The SCs, Dalits, comprise one third of the population and live in one corner of the village, and in much smaller houses, some of which are of mud and straw. Most of the houses have electric connections. Electricity powers all the dwellers in the fields and is used in various type of small business. Palampur has two primary schools and one high school. One primary dispensary where the sick are treated. The story of Palampur, an imaginary village, will take us through the different types of production activities in the village. In village across India, farming is the main production activity. The other production activities referred to as non-farm activities include small manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, etc. We shall take a look at both these types of activities after learning a few general things about production. Meanings: hypothetical means imaginary. Commodity: first, an article that can be bought and sold. Second, something valuable. Topic first, production. The aim of production is to produce the goods and services that we want. There are four requirements of production of goods and services. First, land. The first requirement is land and other natural resources such as water, forests, and minerals. Second, labor. The second requirement is labor, that is, people who will do the work. Some production activity required highly educated workers to perform the necessary tasks. Other activities required workers who can do manual work. Each worker is providing the labor necessary. Third, physical capital. The third requirement is physical capital, that is, the variety of inputs required at every stage during production. The items that come under the physical capital are A. Tool, machines, buildings. Tools and machines range from every simple tool such as a farmer's plow to sophisticated machines such as generator, turbines, computer, etc. Fixed capital. Tools, machine, buildings can be used in production over many years are called fixed capital. B. Working capital. Production requires a variety of raw materials such as the yarn used by the weaver and clay used by the potter. Also, some money is always required during production to make payments and buy other necessary items. Raw materials and money in hand are called working capital. Fourth, human capital. There is fourth requirement too. You will need knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together land, labor, and physical capital and produce an output either to use yourself or to sell in the market. This is called human capital. We shall learn more about human capital in the next chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.